Friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, one more week has passed by. So this is another session of USA Weekly Market Report series. And last week we have discussed how Dow Jones was looking weak, but Nasdaq was trading very near to its support. But right now Nasdaq has also joined the downside range. So let's discuss about the different aspects of US market and let's see how it's being or it is looking like going forward. But before that, if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell along with the all button to get my updated video notification. Now the primarily US market has down. US This is about US market. US market has down. This was Europe market, so European market was also down. And if you are looking at Asian market, they are almost mixed but mostly on the downside. Now obviously there is a pressure by the Fed, and there are mixed kind of policies where half of the countries are looking for a rate hike, where uh, the another half is either going for a rate cut or neutral price policy action. So there are two sides of the coin. Apart from that, cryptocurrencies are also following. So now the theory is proved that it is just another financial instrument which will work with or against the policy frameworks. So it is nothing unique which will save itself against all the turmoils or against all the policy measures. And then you have a very important line. So IMF chief says Fed rate hike could throw cold water on global recovery. So this is also a very important news that we have here. So without any further ado, let's discuss about the market and what has actually happened, because that's where the important thing happening. So as you can see, 1.3% down as far as Dow Jones is concerned. Then Nasdaq is down by more than 2.7%, 385 points, and cumulative impact on S&P 500, which is down by uh, nearly 1.9%, 84 points. Then gold down, oil flat. Oil is actually very strong, so oil is flat. Then US 10-year yield is on the higher side. Apart from that, VIX at 28 is not at all looking good, because so as you can see, 12% higher. I mean, a 12% positive change on the upside push the stock market on a very wrong foot, and volatility of 28 is actually very risky. Apart from that, if you are looking at the dollar index is quite stable, 95.64. So volatility no doubt is there in the entire market, not only in US but across the globe, but dollar index looks firm. And the main concern is about the VIX. So let's start with VIX and let's see what the VIX is saying, because if the VIX continues to sustain above 25 or more, then we'll definitely have a problem, right? Because it simply means volatility, and a 28% volatility on the index could actually derail the entire global rally which is happening. So Fed policy is going to be very important, and we have to see how they are going to act. So this is how the VIX, the long-term chart of VIX looks like. So you have your first target of 36.26, and then you have 48.83. So these are the two levels, and we think that 48 is going to be the high that one should look at, because 86 happens only two times, and those are unknown circumstances. First in 2008 financial crisis, then in 2020 the global pandemic. So these are the most unknown events that has happened, and VIX spiked 86. But right now, what we have here is a known market uncertainty. So 36 or 48, these are going to be the two levels which one should look at as far as the VIX is concerned. Now, I think the next chart we should look at is the NASDAQ. Why? Because this was trading at its support. So as you can see, 14,590. But because the trend has fallen down or trend has broken, so we have to check it out, what's going on over here. So let's discuss about the trend, the overall trend or the big trend, right? So this is what we have as far as the trend is concerned. Now let's discuss about that. So let us see. Now, as you can see, a trend breakdown has already happened, and even if you calculate from here also you will see a trend breakdown, right? So what do we see as our next support, our next range of support? So here we are. So if you're looking at the chart of NASDAQ, the next couple of support you should look at are 13,000, 12,800 and 12,438 or 440. So this is how things look like as of now, and a turnaround will only start if NASDAQ started moving and sustaining above 14,170, 180 on the upside, right? So this is how things look like. Now the weaker link is Dow Jones, and this is the chart of Dow Jones what we have reviewed last week, but looks like trend breakdown has already happened over here, right? This was something like this, but a trend breakdown has already happened. So what we have to do, we need to adjust the trend. Okay, so on the upside it is fine, but on the downside we have to adjust the trend, and we have to look for better support levels on the downside. So here we are. So these are your 4 support levels which we are going to look at. 34,043, then we have 33,782, you have 33,623, and the big support of 33,307. So these will be the next 4 or big support that we are going to look at as far as Dow Jones is concerned. So overall you can see there are still some downside left in both Dow Jones as well as NASDAQ. Also, let's go and check out the dollar index, because that is looking quite firm and stable, and this is how dollar index looks like. Okay, so this is how dollar index looks like, and if you try to draw a trend line out of it, you will see something like this, right? So this is how things look like as far as the dollar index is concerned. So 94 on the downside, and here we are, 96 and 97 is the range that we are going to look on the upside. So this is how the trend looks like. So obviously what we are looking at is a upside move as far as the dollar index is concerned. Now commodity is something which is obviously quite high, I would say. It's trading quite high, and the overall trend is very much positive. So let's discuss about that as well. So this is a chart of WTI crude. Although it is very near to its resistance level, it made a breakout above 85, but it is not down and out. That's what you can see as far as the trend is concerned. So what do we have here is this level. So if it again started trading above 85.5, you will have a range towards 94 and 98 dollars per barrel on the upside. So overall things are looking quite disturbing right now as far as the index is concerned, and as far as the other supporting indicators like VIX, if you are talking about the crude, which is also higher, if you are talking about the dollar index, which looks quite strong. So what is down obviously are the equity indices. So you have to wait and watch, and do not simply jump on and see any trade right now. So wait for the things to settle down. Market looks quite volatile, and until and unless the next Fed meet or Fed policy meet happens, we are not going to get any trend out of it. So wait for the next Fed policy. Once it's over, market will definitely get its a trend and its momentum back, and then take the decision accordingly. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.